So you're happy?
Yeah.
So you're happy?
Yeah.
No more complaining?
I'm not saying I'm not going to be able to complain anymore. But
No, about this.
For a while.
So you okay now?
For a while.
So
yeah.
I've got the shit stick now.
Yeah, for a while.
Thank you.
No, you don't have the shit stick.
So
What's the difference? Apparently to you.
I know I
What's the
don't.
difference?
I know.
Well, so then why are you saying there's a shit stick?
Because
It's turning
that's
on
what
you.
you're
Well,
claiming.
for me it is, but your perspective is different. So why are you complaining?
I'm not.
Oh, there you go.
I just want you to be happy, man. I just want.
And you're asking for too much.
No, I just want you to be happy.
You're asking for too much.
You to be happy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I am asking for too much because apparently it's too hard.
It is. It's very hard. Anyways, welcome back. Did you change the number?
Yeah. Yeah, I did everything.
Okay, cool.
It's fine. You don't have to worry about me, bro. I have to worry about you.
Damn, you don't have to worry about me either.
Oh, I do. Because you complain.
That's my worry.
It isn't. No, okay, yeah, you're right. It is. But then you complain, and your complaints annoy the shit out of me because you just don't fix them. And then you wonder why you're like, oh, but it's all... And then you just don't do anything about it.
It's alright. Everyone's got their own life.
No. But okay, you see what I mean, though? Where you're like, if someone's just complaining about something, but doing absolutely nothing to fix the problem,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just like, oh, I'll just keep doing the things that make me annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not just get annoyed?
I'm just toxic, bro. I just love it.
Yeah,
It's
but do you...
toxic.
So, like, if your missus was, like, kept stepping on your feet, but she didn't realise she was doing it.
Was she half stepping or was she like...
Full on just stamping, like
No,
with her heel.
So she wasn't half stepping.
No, she was stamping.
She was a
with her
real
heel.
G. She was stamping on it.
Yeah, she was
Okay.
stamping. I'm actually going to pause just because you're obviously not content yet, so I'm just going to let you...
Delicious on a hot day.
It is, because it's actually quite hot in here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sweaty one.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Happy now? No more fiddling?
No, I'll probably still fiddle because I like fiddling with this. So, you know, it's part of my character trait. Just fiddling. I'm the fiddler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, you fiddle with everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiddle people's hearts.
What's your
Play the fiddle.
What's your love language?
Fiddling.
I was going to say, it has to be touch,
Yeah,
surely.
just fiddle with them.
Has to be touch?
It is actually touch, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Thought it would be because of your fiddling natives.
Yeah, that's how I get in touch with everything.
You fiddle with them.
Fiddle with it.
And that's
Start
why you've
flicking
got
this table.
sexual...
I start flipping this table because I'm fiddling with it. Because that's how strong I am. I just flick things.
Yeah, you're really
What
strong.
are you saying about my sex?
Say anything about your sex.
Better not be.
I said you've got sexual assault claims. Because you're fiddling...
Jesus Christ. Trying to set me up here?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying...
What sexual assault claims? Come on, bro.
The
Bring
one...
them
You fiddled.
up. What do I fiddle with?
Girls.
Which girls?
Tanisha?
That's not a real person that I fiddle with.
Oh, so there is one.
No, but there's no one.
Oh,
I'm saying that's not a real
Tanisha.
person that I fiddle with.
Tanisha. 3 weekends ago.
That's a lie. That's not a real name.
Tanisha is a very real name.
Yeah, but it's not a real name that I've met.
Yeah, it is.
No,
You've met Tanisha?
don't think so.
You have? Well, you know because you got a sexual assault claim against it.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are you gonna do about it?
And so who's this Tanisha?
You met her at the club like 3 weeks ago.
Okay, and what do we do?
You were fiddling,
Fiddling how?
and then she like so. Okay, then you're in. It was at. I won't name the club because we won't out it. But like you're on. We're in the dance floor, right? I'm at the bar. I'm at the bar getting a drink. You know, just doing normal things. And all of a sudden, I hear this. Ah!
Yep.
And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Everyone's like stopping the DJ cuts his set. It's like waka waka boom.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what the fuck happened? Did someone just get stabbed?
Yeah.
And then it's Tanisha, who we don't know. Her name's Tanisha at this point. She like, he fiddled me. And then I was just like, what's going on? What's going on? I was like, where's Rash? I'm like, he's gonna fucking laugh at this. And then she's pointing at you.
So what you're saying is you had this dream and in your subconscious, you dreamt of yourself doing all of these terrible things, and then you set me up. And
I just said I was at the bar. This happened 3 weekends ago.
Weeks. So you're already struggling to tell.
3
the story.
weekends ago.
You're struggling.
I think I told the story perfectly.
There's cracks in the story. There's lies.
3 weekends ago.
Yeah, because you wanted 3 weeks ago.
Hmm?
The only Tanisha I fiddle with is my fucking right hand.
No, and then there was Chantelle
Yeah.
from about what was it? It was like
There was Chantelle, Tanisha,
there was about 8 months ago.
Monica.
Chantelle was about 8 months ago.
Well, I thought it was about.
I think that one was different though. You were like just roofie. You were just popping shit and drinks, weren't you?
You want to expose it anymore?
Yeah. Then there was Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren was Lauren was a bit 50-50. I'll give you that one. Like she was kind of like giving it back a little bit. So I don't blame you for that one.
She did stab.
She was asking for that left hook. She was asking for that left hook. Hey, so I don't blame you for that one. That one.
Yeah, the left hook.
Nobody wants to get in your head.
Seems there's a lot of pent up rage coming from your direction. You know, making up all these assumptions about me, trying to defame me. It's funny, bro. I understand. Look, if you wanna like split up and just break the podcast, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. That's actually the goal.
I think we did our thing.
I'm trying to cancel you so that I can just do it by myself.
Oh, and you can like elevate off my cancellation, like because it's publicity.
I mean, would anyone pay attention?
I mean, this podcast would just be one of those like TikTok guys that is just like good looking and like he does those like, you know.
Wait, so
there'd be no like
I'll
value or anything in the words.
It'd
mean like the conversations would be just empty, hollow things. Just be like, yeah, we fucking a gym today.
Well, I won't actually be saying anything. There would just be thirst traps, and I'd be lip syncing the entire podcast. It would actually be Joe Rogan's podcast, but I'd just be lip syncing to it.
Yeah, just him and Jocko talking about shit in the background, like and I'm just hunting gear, and you're just like.
Yeah, that's actually what
That's what this podcast will become with that.
But that would be innovative. That would be so innovative.
Look, I don't.
You get the knowledge of those guys, but looking at me instead.
I don't try to be egotistical about many things because it's hard to. It's hard to.
I'm egotistical about many things.
Be egotistical about too many things.
Yeah.
But one of them is definitely my humor, and without my humor on this podcast, I think it would last.
I think it would probably go better.
Possibly, yeah, with the younger female audience, but
that's my demographic, man. Don't shit on my demographic.
All your true comics, you know, like I'm a comics comic, you know.
I think, yeah, but like, how many
funny people understand me?
Yeah, but like, you'd have like
how is he juggling the line between funny and serious? Like, how is he managing to, like, this sarcasm, this ability, just like, how is he managing this? I'm a comics comic. You wouldn't get it, like. But if Joe Rogan was in the back, he'd be like, oh, you know, he'd be losing himself.
Yeah.
But you averages, you average people that laugh at, oh, he farted, ooh.
That's good jokes.
Yeah, there you go. See, you basics. I like a complex joke that comes in threes. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
So Rick and Morty style.
Yeah.
You're a big fan of Rick and Morty.
I am a big fan because I'm an intellectual.
Comedy comes in threes. Yeah.
Because I'm an intellectual. Comedy actually does come in threes most of the time.
Well, I know that's what like the whole point of that episode. It like that kind of like that joke that they do in that episode is.
Yes.
Is the fact that comedy comes in threes.
Yes.
Because after 3, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah. Unless you make 4 extremely funny.
No.
You know what, bro? I'm gonna start making comedy out of 4, just for me.
Yeah, but then.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, but then nobody would be laughing with you. Mm-hmm. It would just be for you.
No, but it'd be like 4 bars of fire.
4 bars for me.
4 bars of fire. It'll rhyme, but it'll be funny, you know.
So since being 24, obviously last week
Has
you
much
weren't
changed. Is that what you're gonna ask?
No, it wasn't. But do you want to just? You can just ask yourself the same. No, go.
Has much changed? No, not really. Same shit, different day.
I'll just be over here lip syncing, by the way. Or you keep talking.
Yeah, and since being 24, I mean, what's changed, I guess, is I'm like 1 year older than 23, and so like that means like there's like I've done like one more circle around the world. Like I walked around the world. That's how I turned 1 year older. So yeah, thanks for listening to my TED talk, and see you guys later. And what was your question?
Oh, so you're not going to interrupt this time and just ask the question I wasn't going to ask?
Oh, go on.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So your birthday was what it was. What day was it? It was Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. What was your most disappointing present?
I only got 2 presents.
Overall, out of everything.
Yeah.
Like what more? I guess what was your most disappointing one is now this is 50-50. Now you can just out what your presents were.
Yeah. So the 2 presents that I got were
I did not give him a present.
money.
That's not a present, by the way.
Present to me.
It's not a present though.
Present value.
It's not a present.
Present value.
No, it's not.
Present value.
No, it's just money.
That's present value to me.
No, it's not.
Needed the money.
Hmm?
Needed the money.
Yeah, no, but that's not a present.
To me, it is.
I think a present is something that comes from someone's thought.
Present can be anything.
All right, I gave you air.
No, you gave.
Oh no!
You gave me your presents at the party when I invited you to my
No,
house.
that wasn't. I just wanted. I did that for myself.
I know you did.
I didn't do that for you.
But to me, you being my friend is a present.
Yeah, but I wasn't giving you that present, so
So?
no. So to give it back.
Yeah, well, you never give me fucking presents.
I know. I'm not going to either.
Damn. See what I deal with, everyone? Fuck, you don't have real friends. How many of us, bro? All I want was a fucking anime pillow. Just a big, large waifu pillow, bro.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna give you that.
Damn. I just, look. And the moral of this podcast is sometimes the people closest to you and the ones that feel like could be your business partners are the fake ones that don't buy you waifu pillows.
I mean, business partners definitely are always going to be the fake ones.
True. So what you're saying is we've set our like friendship up for failure.
I mean, why else would I? I'm just going to pause again until you stop fiddling.
There we go. Much better.
Cool. So yeah, you thought I valued this?
No, I just thought you valued the transaction of this podcast.
No, like you as a friend, you think I valued that?
Not really, no.
Then what are you moaning about? Like if you knew?
Just looking for a transactional thing where I could get more money off this.
No, that's what I'm saying is like why are you moaning if you knew that I was looking as a business opportunity rather than me valuing you as a friend?
Because I'm that type of person where if we're in a relationship long enough, I feel like I can sway your mind.
You can what, sorry?
Sway your mind.
Sway my mind?
Sway.
Sway, okay, sorry, my apologies.
Sway, you ain't got the answers.
I don't.
You ain't got the answers.
But, so you thought that you could sway my mind?
I thought we could start this business. We can do it in business twin. And then I can deceive you thinking we're friends and we become close, and then you're hell more like, oh, bro, I'll give you like more percentages of money. You need it, la da da. And then you give me that part of the money, and then eventually like
right, I'm sorry, but do you think
I
I'm
go
ever
behind your back and I copyright everything under my name only, and then when things start kicking off, I kick you off physically and be like, oh, you should have branded it. And then I put in a hot chick instead of huge taters.
But then you realise, oh shit, all of the audience has gone to follow Jack because they're all 13-year-old girls.
Yeah, and then all in the intellects and in like comics and stuff.
So three people go follow you.
Yeah, but like those 3 people are like billionaires, and then I go buy my merch and I put it up for like 20,000 for one shirt, and they buy it.
And then I just put my shirts up for $20, and like the thousands, millions of like people buying.
Yeah,
it.
and eventually you catch a case like Chris D'Elia.
I mean, no, because I have.
He actually didn't catch a case. He just caught a
dodgy situation.
Caught a cancelling.
Nah, he's a bit.
Is that?
You can see how
Can
grey
we
he is.
say? Wait, can you say now cancelling's like finished?
It's never been a thing.
It has. It
It's
has.
not.
They cancelled a few people.
Cancelling doesn't exist.
They have. It has.
Cancelling doesn't exist.
Oh, why does look like it's been long enough in this podcast at this point. Is there ever a time that you think that you might be wrong?
No.
Like, do you ever think like maybe what someone else is saying might be the truth?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So
But I agree with it.
But so you only you can never be like, okay, that's a different opinion. Let me think about it a bit more. Oh wow, actually,
Okay, yeah.
Now I'm wrong. Maybe I should be like, hey, dude, you know what? I thought differently, but I think you might be right.
Okay.
Has that ever crossed like a conversation of yours? That sentence, that exact sentence, been like, "Oh, dude, what?
Wait. Am I allowed to speak yet, or are you gonna every time I go to speak, you just cut me off again?
I'm
Ready? Can I answer you now?
Go on,
Cool.
go on.
So first of all, if I've already thought about it, like this situation here, no, I'm right, and I'm gonna believe I'm right,
bro.
If I don't know anything about the situation or the plot or the subject matter,
Yep.
I don't say anything because I don't know.
Okay.
But if I've thought about it,
that's not the truth. You've said plenty on situations you don't know much about. You just followed it with
no, but I will never put an opinion on it.
You do put an
No,
opinion.
name one thing. Name one thing.
The LGBTQ community, bro.
Yeah, what have I said?
A lot about them, and you don't know much about them.
I know all of it. I've done a lot of research.
You know all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I've made any opinion,
you're comfortable enough for us to get someone in the community to come on,
yeah,
and speak to you and test you on if you know all the pronouns.
100%. 100%. I've never given an opinion about a pronoun.
Yeah.
What have I said?
Well, you legit posted a TikTok about it.
I had a TikTok of me learning all about all the pronouns.
Well, we've spoken before about it. We said it might have been a little too far that they've taken it.
No, I mean but that still doesn't.
That's an opinion.
Yeah, okay. So, but what's that? Am I wrong?
No, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying you've had an opinion on it.
Yeah, okay. But I've done the research on it.
Right.
Yeah, and biology exists.
No, it doesn't. Okay, bro, now you're getting a bit too far.
So that's what I'm saying. I've thought about it.
Okay, now you're getting all sciencey and stuff. We all know science is just like this made up thing.
Science is a myth.
It's like
but that's besides the point.
It's
So
like, you know how like eventually alchemy...
You do see, right, how I am right? And then if I don't know about the situation, I'm silent.
That's a lie.
I'm still waiting for you to name some.
I just mentioned one situation. You're saying you're silent.
And I debunked it.
You're saying you're silent when you don't know something.
Yeah.
You at least have a guess.
I listen. No, I listen. And I listen and I intently listen. I keep my ears perked.
I know that you've had a guess at things.
I keep my... Name one thing then.
I did.
No, but I said I know about it and I made my opinion based on my thought of it.
Yeah, but you don't know everything about it.
Oh, okay. I don't know everything about physics. But I can make...
Why?
Because I don't know everything.
Why?
Because I've not put time into everything.
So you're not always right.
No, I'm not always right.
Yeah.
But if I make a statement, I am. When I'm wrong, it's in my head.
What do you mean when you're wrong? It's in your head.
Because I'm thinking about it.
So you just.
So okay, I'll give you a little. I'll give you a little journey into my mind. All right. When you think about how much you see, how often do you think you see me throughout the week?
At least twice.
Yeah, twice, and roughly how long? Maybe nights on on the weekend, or like maybe during the week.
I'd say about altogether between
4 to 6 hours.
I was gonna say 3 to 6, but
3 to 6 hours. So roughly on average. Sometimes 1 week, sometimes 2.
Sometimes
twice a week, sometimes once. Right. What? Okay, so there's 24 times 7. That's 240 to 120. That's 168 hours in a week, right? Mm-hmm. So take off. Say it's 8. Let's just go high. So there's 160 hours left in that week.
Yep.
What do you think I'm thinking for those 160 hours?
I'm the shit.
Interesting.
To a point where it's like blocking off the rest of the world.
I'd say that is about 4 hours.
Okay, what are the other fucking hours?
My brain just figuring shit out.
Figuring what out?
The answers to the world.
The answers to the world.
Like my opinions. My opinions are being molded in that 100 and I'd say 21 hours worth of a week. 3 hours a day I'm normally thinking to myself. And majority I'd say anywhere from 8 to 16. 8 I'd say around 8 is probably a fair amount where I'm trying to figure shit out. And I'm trying to figure something I've not thought about out. And then the rest is all like reconfirmations of what I'm thinking, double checking, and then the rest is all just boop, 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 boop. That.
Most of my hours are spent on either reconfirming things or
Oh, butterfly. Ooh, there.
just
Or
evading.
complaining. I reckon about 17 hours of yours is
Just-
this sucks. I suck, man. 2 hours is spent you doing this.
Yeah, I guess majority of my time is spent escaping or evading life or thoughts.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's alright.
Way to down this.
I get another drink. That like, it's not that crazy.
Are you gonna expand?
It's not that crazy. People that
No,
smoke-
not on the smoking shit. On the pre-cut thing, because that was a depressing pre-cut.
What did I say just then though? It's crazy.
You were escaping.
It's not that crazy. Perfect reply to that. It's not that crazy. It's really not that crazy.
What?
Escaping.
You reckon?
No. I think a lot of people do it.
Does that make it good?
No, it doesn't make it any better than what it is. But
I can tell you right now, I spend no hours escaping.
that's fair. You spend hours enjoying. I don't, and that's what it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, but like,
Because even the hours that I enjoy, I feel like that's an escape. It's an escape from reality. I feel like reality's... I don't feel like it's dreadful. I don't feel like it's happy. I feel like it's emotionless. I feel like reality is just reality. I feel like the feelings that you feel are just caused by you. And reality has no emotion. I feel like reality can have a mood, but that's also based on the mood of everyone around that situation. Or, you know what I mean? Like, a mood can change in the situation, like in a scenario. Like, you can have 5 happy people at a party, and then 10 more people rock up, and they're all sad, and now I don't know, the party's sad. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm saying is, I don't think reality or life or itself has any specific emotion itself. I think we associate emotion just like we associate meaning to things.
okay.
So I think life is bland. I think life is just is. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be bland. You know what I mean? Like, it can be like you looking at a balloon floating can be like, oh, cool, another balloon floating. Or you can look and be like, wow, it's like that movie. It's beautiful. Look at it just be free. And then you think more into it and it makes you happy because it reminds you of like some sort of childhood thing. And so it's like you're both experiencing the exact same thing. And that thing is, I wouldn't say lifeless, but it's emotionless. There's no emotion behind that balloon floating.
Yeah, I know.
But it causes a different emotion into different people. So I feel like this is probably going to be the most egotistical thing I'll ever say on this podcast. I feel like because I've acquired so much knowledge and so much experience over my time in my life, and a lot of it...
That is
Life.
that is also very
prick.
egotistical to say at 24.
I know, at 24, no, but...
Also, me looking into your life thinking, this cunt's not experienced
I've
nothing.
not experienced that much. No, but... enough...
This man's just got a full-time job.
No, enough... Not in that sense. No, I'm not talking about in life. I mean, just I've experienced enough in life where it's expanded my self-awareness to a point where it feels like it's a little too deep.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, like that's the most egotistical thing I'm gonna say is I think my ability to understand and be aware is
That is
cause of my
interesting.
pain.
That is interesting
It's the
because
cause of my
I do
pain.
look at like how the way you think and the way I think because it is vastly different. Because I am very much more. I don't know if it's. I guess it's positive, but I don't know if it is like that.
No, because I think I can be positive. I think I can be extremely positive.
I know. I'm just saying me in
It's
general.
just-
Like I'm very rare. You rarely ever see me in a bad mood, really.
Yeah.
Like rarely ever. Like
Yeah.
because I'm not generally. But that the thing that I look at that it probably deeps into it a bit more is that I have this willful ignorance. And that's what I call it, is just like this ignorance to the world. Well, I don't even look at things like at all like that on that, because I understand it all. I understand everything you're saying there, but I just don't give a fuck about it.
Right. And see, my problem is I haven't been able to stop giving a fuck. Like, my brain feels so in tune with the scenario and situation and people and their reflections and their reactions that I lose myself in that. I lose myself in what they feel and what they think, how I should go about things, if I'm a good person or not, if I'm doing the right thing. Because I've been to the other side. I've been to the side where I wasn't a good person. I've been to the side where I was just filled with lies. I've been to the side where I didn't care if I brushed upon someone's feelings or did anything. I just did. And for a very long time, it was a good thing. And I still sometimes can see it as it being a good thing for you, for yourself, but not the overall society. I feel like my own sense of duty to society can cripple me, because I feel like I have so much that I have to do, and yet I'm only one man, and that cripples me.
Yeah, whereas I don't really give a fuck.
Fair enough.
So, again, I think you're just being a bitch, bro.
I just care too much. I really do. Like, I wish, like, and that sounds so stupid. And that is another thing that's hilarious, is that's one sentence you use in a relationship when you're just about to break up. I care too much.
Yeah, and you don't.
I do.
No, I mean when you're in a relationship and you're about to break it.
No, you do. You might really actually care so much that's the reason you break it, because you realize this is terrible for both of these people, and you come to a conclusion where it's like, we can both stay, but we're going to ruin each other's lives. So I think the more that you can do the right thing, and the right thing is you being aware and being like, holy shit, like that's what I'm saying. My awareness, I think, has helped me so much in my life, but has also been it's like everything is a blessing and a curse. It's always back to that, and that's how I feel. Maybe that's my problem.
It is also,
you look at everything as like a blessing, and everything's like this. I look at everything as the duality of it. I think everything is yin and yang. I think everything is on the spectrum. I think everything is balanced. I think everything can be taken one way or the other, but maybe I just care too much. Maybe I care to think about that too much. My mum says my biggest problem is I philosophize too much. I think about things too much. I try to uncover and dig too deeply into things.
I dig into, like, that's the thing. I dig into everything. I'm the same. I'm thinking about everything all the time.
Yeah, but you don't attach your emotions to it.
That's because I don't need to.
I do. Because I feel like when I attach my emotions to those things, it drives me. For example,
but it obviously doesn't.
Well, it either drives me up or down. You know what I mean? Like
it doesn't drive you. It just.
No. It definitely drives.
Well, no.
me.
Then you let that manipulate you instead of you manipulating that.
No. It's a fuel.
But you just said it goes up and down, so it takes you down. Why would you want it to take you down?
Well, I don't want to.
Well,
it's
why
just
would
the way I'm controlling
then?
The fuel.
No, well, you're not controlling it. It's controlling you.
Well, no, because the fuel's combusting inside me. I mean, it's not.
No, you literally just said it goes up and down. Instead, you're not going up with it. You're not controlling it going up. You're letting it take you up and down.
Yeah, I have no control over it. Yeah, definitely.
So there you go. You just have no control over it.
Yeah, well, look, I'll always say that my biggest issue, or the thing that is most childish about me and mature about me, is my emotional intelligence. I haven't been able to control my emotions properly, or allow myself to just take them as emotions. They've run my life.
Yeah.
It's run my life. Realistically speaking, it's run my life in many senses. And a part of me almost doesn't want to let go, because it's created some beautiful situations or scenarios, or it's motivated me towards the right things as well as the wrong things. It just depends.
It's interesting, right? Because, like, we are two
I'm
very
just
different.
I'm very neurotic. I feel so much. I'm a sponge. When people are around me, I take in their energy and I become like them.
For someone that is so much like this, you do love you do absolutely love to talk about yourself.
What? In being a sponge.
No, you just love to talk about yourself.
Yeah, I think it's
no,
partly-
I'm telling you that as a human being.
No,
As
I know.
the person who's around you the most, I'm telling you that.
No, it's
Other
partly-
than you, no, don't me.
100%. No,
I don't know about.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not being funny. I think I do talk about myself a lot.
No, I'm saying you love to. You love like that's what you do.
because that's how I.
Because
Maybe it's wrong. But through my own perspective, I see it as me trying to help someone else.
yeah,
Because to me, when I see people or they talk about their life or their experience, I seep that in. That's how I get better. That's how I do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm surrounded by the right people, or if I'm doing if I'm listening to the right things, I can seep a lot of that in, and I can change quickly. But that's also my biggest problem is I'm adaptable and able to change quick, but that also causes problems because that also means I'm not consistent enough.
Because what I was gonna say is like I think like, it's weird because me and you are both like we have like the same sort of like motives, if that makes sense, or like I guess motives, ambitions, ideas.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say
very
me
very
and you
different
have,
perspectives.
I say me and you have the same virtues, different perspectives, different ideologies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because like we both do things like we're like close to polar opposites in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Like but we both have the same. I think it's more so. I think it is ambition and like. I think that's the main thing. I think I put a lot more value on ambition than a lot of other traits.
Same.
And a lot of
so
other
I
things.
think that's where we.
Which is where we like where we match where it's like that because like but at the same time let's
not. I wouldn't say let's. If I was to look at it in a deeper way, it's not ambition. It's perseverance.
I'm not that. I don't know. I've never really thought about like myself as like that.
Perseverance.
Yeah, perseverance. I don't think we're that.
You don't care about perseverance, getting past something, beating something, getting better at something. I think that for me and you is more important than the ambition itself. Because the ambition, I don't think we're the same on that though. I don't think. No, but do you reckon? Okay, so what you're saying is, you reckon once you get to that point where you feel like you've achieved all your ambitions, you think that's the goal, or you think the feeling of the journey and you getting through all that is the goal?
None of it's the goal.
Not the goal, but I mean, like, is the feeling that you more so attach yourself to?
I see. Okay, I don't really live too far in the. I don't think of it either. Really, I'm kind of very in the present.
Okay, well, I'm not. I'm very future oriented.
Like, cause I don't like. I understand. Like that's what I mean. I'm not. I don't look at things. Like, I don't think our perseverance is similar. Really.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think because like I think. If one of us had to like nail at something on the wall, for an example, there was a nail, and we had to hammer it into the wall, and like just for like 17 hours straight.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, I'm gonna last longer than you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's what I would see as perseverance.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's what we have similar. You would stop after like 22 minutes and be like, this is pointless, and I'd be like, fuck, I'm gonna keep hammering this because I want to do this.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't see it as that. I see it as where we want to go, and
it's the same place.
And that's why I see it as ambition because like I'm like I guess it's goals or like because goals do always exist.
Yeah,
but it's like,
I guess you probably would say goals.
But it's also like because the only thing that
do you know what? Maybe even you know what? Because you're saying all these things. You know what the thing is? You know the thing that relates to us the most? Curiosity.
Yeah, I'd say that's one of the other things. That's another thing as well.
Because both of us are curious enough to constantly look at things.
I think actually openness. Openness is actually what it is. Yeah, that's like
because that is the ambition. Because I think
both of us never shut anything down.
Yes.
Like we both don't. Like if someone said to us, "Hey, I want to like be an art sculpture of chocolate."
Yeah. Correct.
I want to sculpture. Yeah. We both be like, "Oh, that's fucking." We'd both be like, "Oh shit! Like, how do you do that?"
Yeah.
Like we'd ask inquisitive shit about it. Yeah.
That's because we. Okay, the best way to describe it is neither of us depicts horizons.
So.
Neither of us depicts horizons. What I'm trying to say by that is neither of us limit ourselves in any way.
Yeah,
we don't picture our horizon. We don't see the horizon and be like, that's as far as I go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We don't.
It's a line. It's a piece of string.
There's no. Yeah, we don't even like. It's like realizing that you don't know your own potential, or your own limit.
Yeah. More so for me, I feel
that's what the
limitless.
openness is.
I think it's just
that's
limitless.
But that's what openness is. Openness is believing in like the limitless possibilities of things.
Yeah, because it is interesting because that's the thing that confuses me the most is that I don't see anyone else, or I have a really hard time relating to people. That's my biggest struggle because I have a majority of my emotional intelligence under control.
Yeah.
To a point where it's kind of like,
well, you
know, and it's just like
I feel like as much as you do, a lot of yours is also locked away. And
I don't think it is at all. I'm like always open about how I feel.
No, you are. No. Locked away is in locked away. No, I'm saying some of your things that you still sort of need to deal with and not dealt with.
Like what?
Like I feel like
sometimes
sometimes.
Because I'm happy.
I'm just saying. I'm saying you don't almost feel out your emotions because you almost believe you don't have those ones. No,
because I do, and I'm open about them.
Yeah, but not as open as you would be if you were to like feel like. I feel like sometimes you'd feel things and you wouldn't bring it up, and then you bring it up later.
Like where? Like what? Because
just your emotions, just how you feel in such a like. There's been times where we'd be somewhere.
Yeah.
And something would go down, and you'd act like nothing happened. Jesus.
You struggling?
And then we'd come home back to yours. And then you'd start like saying like, "Oh, I felt this way about this," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." You just
I don't think that happens at all. I normally act on it.
No, I just feel like it's happened before.
No, I don't. I would love to. If you can name anything, name it. But like I'm not. I think the thing that I think it is that I think I don't. I think you're right in a way. I don't see my emotions the same way as you do.
Yeah.
And what you're relating is the way you feel about things when you get in those states.
Yeah.
So for example, if we were on a night out, you would get emotional.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, I'm never even emotional on the nights out.
The difference is,
I'm not feeling it in that moment, so I have nothing to reflect on in the first place.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
just like I bottle things sometimes, but you just like really just go and just lock it away.
No, it's not. It's not locked away. It's just open.
No. What I'm saying is, some things that you deal with rather than me. I deal with them emotionally, where I have to like be like, oh, like this is so annoying.
Yeah.
You just go, it's alright.
No, because if something annoys me, I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah, but like you don't dramatize it the same way I do.
That's what. So what's the problem there though? What do you mean dramatize it? Why would I want to dramatize anything?
No, I'm not saying you do. It's just
that's what I'm saying. But by saying you're locking it away isn't.
I feel like sometimes
I'm open about it.
Yeah, no.
I'm not. I'm open about it. If something annoys me and you know it, I will tell someone.
Yeah.
I don't do anything. I'm always upfront with everything.
Yeah.
I'm not like that's the opposite. That's what I'm saying is the way you're looking at it is you think that I'm gonna have this like emotional outbreak where the way I am.
Maybe that's
You're thinking I'm gonna like break out one day.
Yeah, maybe I'm
like,
thinking.
Oh my god, things are overbearing. It's just things don't get overbearing for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Things I've taught myself how to be calm in every situation.
Yeah.
So like whatever happens, whatever's going on around me, I'm not even serious. I think personally, and this is why I like shit going on. Because I'm the most hyper aware human I think I've ever met. In terms of I've had conversations with people where like I'm talking to someone here and I can hear what's going on over there.
Yeah.
And I know what's going on and I'm tuned into that and I'm tuned into this at the same time. So like when I'm hyper aware like that, it's kind of like I take everything in and I like shit going on because I like the information coming at me. Whereas like I'm like very good at staying calm in any situation. So that when like all this shit's going on, I'm just processing it and then I act how I process.
Yeah.
Whereas like realistically, I don't think there's a situation that will happen where I'm like, whoa, you know? I don't think that's gonna exist. And I'm honestly serious because like I've seen some shit where like I know when I've been like upset.
Yeah.
Like the things that I've seen like like for an example, I can tell you right now, the thing that has made me the most upset ever is seeing a fucking dog get run over by a car.
Yeah.
That is in the day, and I was fucking devastated all day.
Yeah.
But that's the type of emotional shit that and I struggled that day.
Yeah.
Because that was the fucking hard day.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking.
But like that's the type, and I understand you think that I'm gonna go through this emotional thick trauma. And like something's gonna happen where it's gonna break me, and I'm gonna struggle, and I will probably struggle.
No, I'm
but
not saying
I'll be able. No, but I mean,
it's gonna break you. I just
I'm
feel
always
like
gonna be able to. I'm gonna be able to rehash it. I'm gonna be able to stay calm. I'm gonna be able to stay in control of shit, because that's just who I am.
Yeah.
And like, I think the way that you look at it is like you were saying, you relate your own situations to a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you're like, but I do think we are two inherently different human beings.
Oh, 100%.
And like, it doesn't work the same way.
I think I'm a lot more emotional than most people.
Mm-hmm.
I think I didn't believe it until my psych told me, but she herself said, "I think you just feel a lot deeper than some people do."
Mm. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm neurotic.
If I was more
I'm
emotional,
100% more neurotic. Like I could, it feels like some little things can legitimately just like scar me. Like you just feel, for some reason, and I don't like that. I don't want it to be like that, but it feels like it just feels like that's the way it's portrayed in my mind. It becomes something so lethal, so emotional, so like energy. How can I describe it?
energy draining.
Not energy draining. It just feels, all the emotions feel like just an energy blast, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rather than just a mild thing like, oh, this is happy. It's more like woof. But
yeah, that's what I'm like. I guess that's what like. I don't know, and then that's why I mean, like, I feel like I don't relate to a lot of people in that case.
Yeah.
Because I will walk through, like, I'll walk through a shopping center and I'm surrounded by people that I just don't feel like I feel the same as them.
Yeah.
Which to a degree, I don't know. I don't know if it is on me. It might be something that's with me. Like, it is probably something me rather than them, because I seem to be the outlier, in these situations. So it's like, it's not like I'm the uncommon one. So it doesn't make sense for me rather than everything else.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, it's always, I've never remembered it being any other way.
Yeah.
So like, I can't look at it any other way, if that makes sense. So like, I just keep going as I'm going, I guess. It's just the fucking...
Keep pushing.
It's a journey, I live very in the moment. Everything is always in the moment, and I'm like, I guess that's because I've done a lot of tests on it, and a lot of personality tests, and also just like people telling me that are in like positions, of how I am. I'm very I suck at planning. I suck at everything. I suck at lists. I suck at fucking organizing something. Don't ever ask me to do any of that shit, because it doesn't exist and it won't happen. And it will never come up. It will never, and it'll get to the point, and you'll ask me something, and I'll be like, I didn't do it, because it won't ever happen. If someone just says, "Hey, do that," I will do it, because it's in my brain, and I'll just remember it and I'll do it. Yeah. So that's just the type of person I am. I also think I'm the very extreme version of it, but it's just it's always been that way. Yeah. So, and it's like, I think that it leads into a lot of aspects of my life, where I'm very hard to get along with at the very start. People were like, "Whoa, what's going on?" You're strong. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking full on at the start, but I'm consistent.
Yeah.
So it's whereas you know what you're gonna get.
No bullshit.
You know what you're gonna get all the time.
Low energy from
and then that's so it's weird, but
no, it's fair. It's fair. I'm extreme in all the wrong ways, to be honest. I've come to realize recently I'm extreme in all the wrong ways, and hopefully something changes about
I don't see. That's what when people, because I have people sometimes try and diagnose me like that, and I don't get it, because and I look at things on I guess the spectrum of just how well I'm an elitist. Everything I do, I want to do it at the best possible version. I want to win everything. I want to be the best at everything, and that's where my confidence lays. Yeah. And anything lower than that, I think, okay, how do I get it up there? Yeah. So that's how I am with everything. So, and I look at my life the same way, where it's so for an example, the last couple weeks, if I'm not in my peak physical condition, I get pissed at myself. Yeah. And I'm annoyed. and like I get like that frustration builds on me.
Yeah.
So when I'm the most upset and when I'm the most frustrated at myself and when I'm the most emotional is when I'm not doing what I know I need to do.
Yeah.
And that's when my emotion comes out.
Yeah.
Is when I'm frustrated. So it's like, I don't know, strange, but it's just like it's all a journey. I just do think that I think a lot differently to other people in terms of my emotions, and like it does suck sometimes because like I notice that's the one thing I do notice is when people are sad, I struggle to empathize. I struggle so hard.
Yeah,
like, and I know that I know that
for me it's comforting people. I'm very awkward at comforting people because my way of
No, I think you're fine. I think you're fine. Like when you relate to people a lot easier than I do.
I relate to people, but I'm not as great as comforting.
No, I mean, like for an example, like if something bad happens to someone, you can like put yourself in the world.
Oh, I can put in myself in their shoes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And you can like you're like decent at understanding.
Yeah,
how,
but
like,
I still
how
feel
they're feeling.
awkward. I still feel awkward.
No,
while,
but I think you're fine at doing it.
Yeah.
But whereas when someone says something bad to me, I will very like abruptly go and just pass by it. Like for one example of it was, I can't remember on one of the podcasts recently, and I always think about it when it happens because I note it in my brain. But I'm like, fuck, why did I do that? But like someone had died, and you said, "Oh, R.I.P."
Yeah.
And I just breezed. Like I was like, well, whatever.
Cool. Yeah.
Like, and and it's just like I just don't think about that kind of shit ever.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's like the emotional side that just like skims.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to say was that's the difference is you there's some emotions that you don't even deal with. Like
it's not even deal with.
No, but I don't mean it in that way. I don't mean in the bad way where it's like you don't deal with it and it stays somewhere. I'm saying you don't even play with the games. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't play those games with those emotions. You don't try to fight with them or argue with them. You let it pass.
Well, I just know that's life. I know that's life. Like people dying, for an example, I know it's life.
Yeah, but it's fair to feel emotion for it.
Yeah, but like that's what my struggle is feeling other people's problems.
Okay.
So for an example, I know if it happened to me in my own personal life, I'd struggle.
Yeah.
I struggle heavily. But other people, I struggle to then relate to them and do it like, that's what I struggle with.
I've come to a situation where I struggle to feel any emotion as of recently. Like, I feel emotion, but it doesn't feel like emotion. And it all just feels like sort of alien to me in some sense. Like, every emotion that I feel right now is almost new. Like, I don't know, it just feels like I've come to a point where I've calculated myself so much and acquired all this information about myself so much that I'm almost just reacting on history. Like I'm just reacting on past reactions. I'm not actually feeling the emotion or a new emotion itself. I feel like I'm just redoing what I felt before.
Yeah, okay. And why do you think that is? Like, why do you think, like, do you think you're just living through things where you're seeing things happen over and over again? Or, like, what's, like, do you need change? Do you need, like, what? Because, like, this is how I think when I think this way, my brain is constantly going, what's wrong? And I'm trying to dissect my brain to try and think what's going on in my life. What do I have to change? So, like, what is it do you think that you're just repeating and getting numb of? Because that's the thing that, in my opinion, that will probably have to change, right?
The reason I don't feel like I've been having any emotions recently is because I think I've been depersonified by myself. I feel like I've unattached myself from any of my own identities or any of my own past or anything like that, and have come to a conclusion where I feel like I'm just an archive of experiences and situations and everything that comes through my mind as of this moment and onwards. Is more so just speck of consciousness. And so I feel like it almost feels like all of this has not meaning, Definitely has meaning.
I have got a question for you then.
There's
Do you
just
think?
has no value.
Do you
It
think
just feels
then
nothing
that
about
you
it.
need to create something?
Value?
No, like in terms of like, do you have an idea of what you want to be as a human? Like you're 24 now. Happy birthday for last week. Do you have like idea of who you want? Like, do you have things?
No,
where you're
because I've come into a situation where I've realized I'm just no one. Like, and when I say I'm no one, I don't mean it in the. I mean it in the scariest. I mean it in the scariest way possible. I mean it in the Jim Carrey way possible, like the most Jim Carrey way possible. Just like what he says. I just feel like I'm really just a vessel. And,
yeah, you are.
My memories and all my experiences is what I guess you could identify me by, but
No, but do you not have
I
something?
don't feel like nothing connects me to this. Look, I feel like people still connect me to this place and whatever I feel, but it just feels. It all feels like no matter what I do, even if I go through every day doing the worst or doing the best, I understand that it will make me feel different, but I also almost feel like it would just be just another thing. It would just be another thing. It's like maybe the changes that Alexander the Great brought on had some effect for hundreds of years, but after those hundreds of years, he just came another speck in the universe. And maybe his name is remembered, but nothing else. You know, like maybe his ideas, but his ideas before him were someone else's and they weren't his ideas. So I just feel like all of these thoughts, all of these situations, all these scenarios, all of that, they've been repeated before, they've happened before. And I feel like as much as all of this doesn't have meaning and the whole point of the game is supposed to attach meaning to all of this, I feel like knowing all of that just makes everything a bit more pale.
Yeah. Okay.
That was a long ass range.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like being aware of so many of these complexities and these ideas and these rules and all this bullshit in the universe only really depresses you. Everything, all this information, all these scenarios, all of these feelings, all these explanations about how you should feel and you shouldn't, all of these situations that are occurring right now where some people have a great life, some people don't, some people are happy, some people aren't. All of this has been happening for so long, all of this keeps repeating itself. And all of this just being aware of this cycle, being aware of these situations, being aware that these thoughts have been thought of, and even if they haven't been thought of, they've been thought of by someone else and not you. It all just it's analysis paralysis in every single way.
It sounds like you have just like a very deep desire to be individual.
It sounds like I have,
but like on the most like ground, like underground level possible. Like being individual on a surface level isn't good enough for you. You want it to be that you want to be able to. You want to invent gravity.
No,
but that's what you are saying.
No, because even if I invented gravity, like I said, it wasn't my idea. It was the idea of the consciousness. It's the idea of the self. It's the idea of the combined. I came to it due to experience, due to trying to.
Okay, in that case, then okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, just for a second. In that case, then I will then say, and take this as me being me, and I know you will take this as me being me. That's fucking stupid. You think in that way, because then you might as well just go jump off a cliff.
Yeah, but that's the truth, and it's like
no, it's not. No, but it's not. No, it's not though. It's not though.
It is the truth.
No, because then if you say that, then everyone should just go jump off a cliff.
No. But how do you? The point of it is understanding that, and then being like, even though that's such an undeniable truth, and it makes everything so inexpendable, including people. How can you accept that and move past that?
Well, you've just said it's the deep consciousness. That's just who we are as human beings. That's what we are here. If you look at it on a simple spectrum, if you look at it on a simple spectrum,
me accepting that idea as wrong only comes from me habitually thinking about it every day, being like, no, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. And I'll get to a point eventually where I believe that's wrong, but maybe something else will change my opinion. Or maybe after a few months of something terrible happening, my mood will change again.
If you've gone that deep and it's not changing your opinion, it's never going to.
But nothing will. It seems like.
No, it doesn't. It just changes. You have to change your aspect on the way the whole world works. If your belief is that the whole consciousness of the world is what came up with the idea of everything in the world, and that nothing is individual and nothing is brought onto anyone, and we're all just one conscious thing, and then we're all created here on the earth. The only thing that you can accept as a human being is moments, individuals, relationships, and what you're currently doing in the current moment in time. And all you can do is accept that in that life. If you look at it in the way that you are looking at it, the only way you're ever going to feel meaning and love and whatever you want to feel is living in the moment and accepting things for how they are and liking everything around you, seeing things, experiences in your own world, seeing it from your perspective, making your own ideas from it, even though you know that it's been thought before, you seeing it and coming up with it on your own. It's the biggest thing that they say. Every way you teach things, the only way you're ever going to learn something is by learning it yourself. Yeah. The best way to be a teacher is not by telling someone something, it's by making them think of it themselves, because they will remember it forever. Yeah. So you living those experiences is what's going to help you and create meaning behind things and create moments. That is what you need to change, and it's like a whole ideology kind of change.
Yeah, but it's hard to change the ideology when I believe that music, me creating music, as much as it is a moment of creativity and peace and stillness and connection to the not only just the awareness but the frequencies, the sounds, the spirit of it all. Mm-hmm. As much as creating all that feels like that, it's still an escape. It's still an escape from reality. It's like being extremely productive doesn't mean you're healthy. Like, and when I said that, don't take it in the way of physically like working out. I'm saying like there's people that are workaholics, and that destroy their life.
Yeah, no, they're not healthy people.
So productivity isn't the answer. It's just another escape.
No, balance is that's what the true yin and yang is. By the way,
I don't think, but see, that's another thing. I don't think that's true for everyone.
As in
balance.
It is. I think people. I think it is.
I think some people need to be extreme.
No and yes.
In order for them
in a simplistic form, you're right. In a very simplistic form, yes.
I guess that's still their balance, because they have to be extreme on one side.
Well, no. So, for an example, in my opinion, Jeff Bezos isn't healthy.
Yeah, no.
That's not a healthy mindset, right? No, but at the same time, he's done
as well.
So in a simplistic way, yes, it is. But in an ideological, if we're living in this perfect universe thing, no.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Balance in the ideology of if everyone held hands and cuddled for every moment of every day, we'd all be fine. Yeah. In that world, no. We'd love that, but it doesn't actually exist. Like you mentioned, things happen and emotions happen. But I have no this podcast is gonna be interesting because it's gonna be
I'm gonna be honest. This one's not gonna be a good one.
No, it's gonna be. I'm gonna split it in half, right? And you've got to be in the shadows, and I'm gonna be in over
darkness.
And I'm gonna be in over it's too bright.
I am with the darkness.
I actually think it'll be kind of interesting. I don't think
out the pain.
I don't want everything that we do to be well, we will shit and piss on everything most of the time, but it's these are the conversations we have quite often, so it's in terms of the way we think.
I think we should be almost done here because I need to wee.
Well, we can cut it again, or we can just end it.
But how many minutes have we done?
An hour, but the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're happy, you're happy to end it.
Fucking cut, man. Alright, you fucking think your Sunday selection. I'm feeling a little drunk.
My Sunday selection is probably going to be I don't know, because I've not really listened to anything new this week. So
oh, bro, you know what I'm going with, bro? Some Miguel and J. Cole. Come through and chill. Shout out to J. Cole shouting out Serbia. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm gonna say it could be anything. I've not listened to anything new this entire week, and it's just all been my my gym playlist and like trying to get hard for shit. Let's go Pre by Old Sweatshirt.
Alright, not bad. Thanks for listening once again. We'll see you next week, and I'll keep doing this to annoy him. Bye. Peace. Oh, I need to wee.
Before you do, come give me a hug, you big boy. I love you.
Love you too. You're fucking so
My back is, hey, my back is.
dirty boy.